Shalom, where the real Hebrew Israelites coming in, week out to prophesy the downfall of Esau, two-thirds of our people, and the other nations. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And to the brothers that's preaching His word with truth and sincerity and charity, and risking their lives to do so. And to the few sisters that's listening, learning, and watching. This is the brother Kanasala from GMS Chicago. It was on my spirit to basically go into, you gotta have patience, man, and with being patient, you're slow to wrath, you're, you're waiting on the kingdom of heaven to come at hand and make it where you don't make rash decisions, because if you're not patient, you're not thinking, you could lose your salvation, gotta be patient, okay? Sometimes we slip up, yeah. But the thing is, just when falling several times, you gotta get back up and go harder, okay? You're gonna go through trials and tribulations, period, man. So you gotta have patience when you're going through it, Nobody says it's gonna be easy. A lot of stuff is vexing of this world, But we gotta be patient. It's Romans 12:12. Rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer. Okay? Right. So right now, with everything that's going on in the world and stuff like that, we're rejoicing in the hope of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, in this truth and coming and Him coming back, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, and His Son Yahweh Shai, who people ignorantly call Jesus, which that's not His name. His name wasn't. There was no J till 1634. He changed not. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever, So we're rejoicing in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai coming back, man, because we know it's at the door, They're at the door. Time is very short. Esau's kingdom is crumbling. We see it, And with the things that's about to come, which is Jacob's trouble, and this truth, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and be the stability of our time, these scriptures, and what's Jacob's trouble? When things are going down, man, and we're going to go through that tribulation, man. We're going to go through trials and tribulation. The roughest is when that kicks off. Yeah, we still go through our stuff now, but we gotta have patience. That builds you up mentally. Having faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, in these scriptures. Even if you're going through hell on earth, man, gotta have that patience. And then it says continuing instant in prayer. It's very, very, very important to pray. Pray without ceasing. You got to think of it like a video game, you know? And you got like the ultimate cheat codes, you know, on paper. And you're not going to be able to have a chance to beat the game if you don't have the cheat codes, you know, or the codes, okay? And the real men of the Lord have that. We have them codes, man. That strategy guide, you know. Galatians 6:9. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. And that's part of being patient too, man. When you're in this truth, you just gotta keep going, man. You know, and don't faint. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Like there's a thing or saying or whatever, it's like yo, you gotta keep going or die trying, man. You know? Yeah, every brother of GMS, you know, are willing to sacrifice their life for this truth. You know what I'm saying? And for the younger IQ, you gotta think of it, man. You gotta really sit down and just dwell on it. Like, would you put your life on the line for this truth, man? Like, I don't think you understand what you got yourselves into, man. Would you be willing to put your life down for the truth? Okay? Would you put your life or give your life? Would you give your life for the truth? Would you give your life for your brother? You know? Even if it means that you lose everything. Because our treasure that we built, we're building it up in this truth, man. Not earthly riches, man. Okay? But where moth and rust doesn't touch, man. Is James chapter 1 verse 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. Okay? So you got to be more ready to listen than to speak. Okay? Now there's an old saying I got from one of our elders that passed away. You know, Elder Nate Nathaniel, Elder Nate. You know, but he used to always say, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you gotta be what do you say? Something about like You gotta be twice as ready to listen than to speak, you know? So you gotta be ready to hear than to speak, and slow to wrath. It's all having patience, man. And you can learn a lot when you're not talking all the time. You can learn a whole lot. First Peter 2:19. For this is thankworthy, if a man for conscience towards Yahweh endure grief, suffering wrongfully. And that's one of the things I see, that, you know, even if you're right, even if you're right, and you get, chastised for something that, you know, for something you didn't do or whatever, you just take it, man. That keeps you humble, man. It keeps you humble. And whatever's in the darkness will come to the light, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushai eyes is 10,000 times brighter than the sun. And the years I've been in the truth, it always comes to the light. Even if a person will suffer wrongfully, it's going to come to the light. Just be patient. For what glory is it if when ye be buffeted for your faults, you shall take it patiently? But if when ye do well and suffer for it, you take it patiently, this is acceptable with Yahweh. Okay? So, no matter what the situation is, you should be patient. It says, verse 21, for even hereunto were ye called, because Hamashiach also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps, who did no sin, neither was guile found in his mouth. Who when he was reviled not again. When he suffered, he threatened not, but committed himself to him that judges righteously. So Yahweh Shai could have, called on legions of angels to come help him. He could have did anything. He could have, for the ones that was hurting him and torturing him, he could have destroyed them right then and there. But he knew what he had to do, and he suffered. And he didn't do anything wrong. But he suffered patiently. He suffered and he was being patient, And the thing is, when it comes to us, we gotta have patience too. Even when things kick off, man, we gotta have patience. Patience and hope and faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Period. Okay? You have slow the wrath if you're patient too. This Romans chapter 5 verses I'm gonna start at the top. Therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with Yahweh through our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, by whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand and rejoice in hope of the glory of Yahweh. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience. You know what I'm saying? Going through these trials and tribulations, man, worketh patience. Okay? It's like when you know certain things is supposed to be a certain way, but it's not. You gotta have patience, man. Because you know, being a man of the Lord, man, or a man of the Lord, you just know the end game and what it's going to be. So suffer. And you suffer for a short time, man. We almost out of here. Okay? And patience, experience. You have that experience when you're patient, man. Then, you know, when you see another brother not having patience, you're able to explain. You know what I'm saying? Give these scriptures, you know, about being patient. And then you set a good example for younger brothers that's coming into this truth, man, by having patience. And patience, experience, and experience, hope. Our hope is in, and faith is in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We have that hope, man. We know and hope that we're hoping that we're part of the elect, man. The 144,000. You know? And the person that doesn't have no hope, no faith, is going to be destroyed, man. Isaiah 40 and 31. But they that wait upon Yahweh, which is having patience, and waiting on Yahweh, shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. And that's what we're hoping and having patience for. We're having patience and waiting on Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, so we can receive this gift, man. That download, okay? But we won't walk in and faint or get tired when we run, you know? If you're not tired of this world, man, you of this world. You know? And there's judgment that's coming for you. Psalms 37 and 9. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon Yahweh they shall inherit the earth. And that's why, we have patience and we're hoping and having faith, you know, because like it's first of all, it's a short time left, man. Why not? Even if it was a long time, why not? It's still short compared to an eternity, you know? Why not? Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to pray, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. And that's the thing, man. All these nations are being gathered to this day, right now. They're being gathered over there, man. So the Most High can pour out his indignation, man, upon them, man, for all the stuff they done to us, man. The thing is, you reap what you sow, man. And like the world like to say, karma, or what goes around comes around. So they about to get destroyed, man. All of them that's being gathered, okay? Yeah, and the truth, man, you gotta have patience, man. You gotta have patience. And slow to wrath, man. Have patience. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is coming back soon, man. Hasten the day, man. Hasten the day. Well, I hope this was edifying. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Wahawaka Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. And to the brothers that's preaching this word with truth and sincerity and sharing and risking their lives to do so. And to the few women that's listening, learning, and watching. And I pray that I'm part of the elect, the 144,000. The few that's chosen. Shalom.